Hello, I'm Flynn, and this is my pale moon deck profile. I bought it from a friend, and this is really an update on my other pale moon deck profile because why not? But this is really with new dry stuff, and so it's really a nightmare doll Alice themed deck. And starting off is the Starting Vanguard is my lane presenter. Pretty good because you can't place one and look at the top and put this card into your look at the top 10 cards of your top of your deck and transfer to one pair move from among them and put it into your soul and shuffle your deck. So that's good. I use 4 heals that I candy count. 6 crit, 4 of them on nightmare doll mirabel and 2 of them on poision juggler. I use 6 stand as well. 2 stand on skyhigh walker to lower down the counter blast because this deck can end up counter blasting all your damage in one turn. It's a possibility, and so it's nice to actually be able to unflip the damage. And the other one is prankster girl for prankster girl mirroland. Yeah, and it's pretty good because it's a red break. Put this card on the top of the deck so chance to get more triggers. When this card is put into your soul, you may pay the card. So if you do, search your deck file to one card named prankster girl mirroland and put it into your soul and shuffle your deck. So it's just like a neat one. Put this card on the top of that. When this card is put into soul, you may pick the cards as you do. Search your deck file to one prankster girl mirroland and put it into your soul and shuffle your deck. So it's a unique way, just like generate just to shuffle your deck. So nice. My grade 1s, I use 4 perfect guards. Which are center, you can only use up to 4. Choose a card and discard it, and also this is nice effect when this unit is placed in here. If you pay the cost, choose it. It's one of the newer ones. So if you have one in your jump zone, unflip damage. I believe that's unflip damage. And I also use 4 nightmare doll Leslie. I use 3 nightmare doll Leslie because it's a work right. You can choose to use 4 and take out something else. Take out a different grade size one. But I like having 3 masquerade bunny for its hand skill. When you're paying the cost for a stride, this gets +2 grade. So it's nice, so you can just drop it and stride. I use 3 purple trapezist because it's a pretty good skill. Choose another pale moon rear guard and put it into your soul. When this unit is based on rear guard, if you have pale moon vanguard, pay the cost as you pale moon other than purple trapeze in your soul and call it to an open rest. So it works with nightmare doll. You use nightmare doll's skill, like a normal skill, to call purple trapezist out and put something else in. Like main choice would be the rested booster that you use for your would be a rested card. So a card basically with the main one would be behind. So it's a common choice, and that's my grade 1. It's also in certain scenarios it's helpful to get stuff out of the soul. And I use 3 jumping chill. It's a work ride with this unit is placed in rear guard from your soul. If you have a pale moon vanguard, this unit gets +3000. And I use 3 nightmare doll master brenda. It's It's a good skill. Put this unit into soul. Choose one work card from your soul card to open rear guard until end of turn. That unit gets. When this unit is put into soul, choose a card named Nightmaredoll, Master Brenda from your soul, and call it to rear. So it's basically helpful. Just like get Nightmaredoll, Alice out of soul, or something else like put a. And so you can only do it once per turn really, but it works very well, just like with many different cards. And I use 3 Nightmaredoll Ginny. Put this unit to soul. When this unit is placed in rear guard, if you pay the cost, choose it to one card named Nightmaredoll, add in your soul, and call it to rear, and that unit gets plus 5,000 power. So that's a pretty good boost. Nightmaredoll. And the last grade 2s I use is 3 Dancing Princess of the Night Skies to get like cards like Purple Trapezist in my soul, or to get Jumping Jill to call out. You can switch out the Jumping Jills if you don't want to use. I like Jumping Jills because they're work cards. They can be used with Nightmaredoll Beatrice skill, but you can switch them out with Barking Manticore if you want to have a grade 2, like, so you can chain off and stuff. But Nightmaredoll Alice is a much better chain, I believe. I found out this thing as a people. I use 4 Nightmaredoll Alice's and 3 Nightmare Catherines as grade 3s. So usually, if I would be going first, my opponent would try first. So I would end up probably guarding a Nightmaredoll Alice, just in case if I had to. If I would, the main thing you want to guide is Nightmaredoll Catherine. But if you have if you have a good amount of grade 3s in your hand, like if you get a Mori card in hand by the time you're at you got a third turn, then and you have two Nightmaredoll Alice's and another worker. I would end up running Nightmaredoll Alice and this over it. So if you got 2 Nightmaredoll Alice's and you have one of these, and then just like, as I would got them to make sure I have a Nightmaredoll Alice and so later on, just in case, especially if you know you can't stride. But yeah, the main thing is to ride Nightmaredoll Catherine. And my grade 4 lineup is 1 Nightmare Abyss Beatrice. Plan to use 2. I plan to use 4 Nightmare Chainsaw Funeral, and using right now 2 Miracle Luna's Hair Clifford, and 1 Dreamy Astral Mirroland. The best to use 4 because of its skill. Because its skill is to helps depending on how many you have. Dreamy face up. So if you have 3 face up, when this unit attacks a vanguard, it gets an alternate skill. This unit attack hits a vanguard, choose to 1 card from your soul and call it to rear guard to a rear unit. This unit. And if it's unit, choose the same number. Yeah, it's choose the same number of units as the number of face-up cards. Face-up named Dreamy Astral Mirror in your gene zone until the end of turn. They get auto vanguard session. When this unit attack hits the vanguard, choose up to 1 card from your soul and call it to rear. So that's good. So I recommend using 2 or at least 3 if you plan to use it in the build and not focus on Nightmare Beatrice. But this is Nightmare Beatrice is really effective for 1 turn, maybe a second turn to work. So basically it's basically go for the win depending on the deck. It really matters when you stride. With nightmaredoll, I bet speed tricks. So, and that's why I'm using for a chainsaw Rick Finville, because need lots of defense. And that's my deck profile. I hope you enjoyed the video, and leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe to see more, and share this with your friends, like on Facebook or any platform really, so I can make more videos. Sorry I haven't uploaded for a past while, been too busy with Pokemon Go.